Hi everyone, I am Tetsuya. Thank you for watching my video again today. Today, I interviewed my non-Singaporean friends about some specific points, things characteristic about Singaporean people. So, to my non-Singaporean friends, how do Singaporean people look like or how they feel Singaporean people tend to behave or speak? Actually, I myself was pretty much surprised and also interested in what my non-Singaporean friends are talking about Singaporean people. It was pretty interesting to know about their insight because my friends are from many different countries. So depending on where they are from, how they feel, how they think about Singaporean people are different. So they are of course different from my insight. Anyway, enjoy the interview video.
And also, I think they tend to be less emotional than Indians. I guess they tend to display lesser emotions. That this is my personal experience. It's what I saw. Yeah.
Okay, nowadays I mainly communicate with the locals like during my work. Yeah, because I know I'm working here, and what I feel is that people here are more direct. Sometimes when let's say you wanna mention about something, sometimes I think like because you have like you kind of want like to tell it in a nicer way or something, or you so instead of like you telling it directly, you kind of like just give a hint. For example, let's say you want to go to this restaurant, you don't say, let's go to this restaurant, but you say, hey, I think this place looks nice, something like that. But people here are more direct and efficient in a sense. But it's kind of like a shock initially when I come here, but I kind of grow accustomed to liking it. Like, I mean, why do you waste time when, let's say, I mean, why do you waste all the nicest things? Like, just tell what you want, man, something like that. And then it kind of carried on to me, so I'm kind of like more of like a direct person as well. Now, I mean, I don't really like hint when I want something. I just say it. If I don't like something, I'm just gonna say it. That's I think the one of the main things that influence me for like when I'm living here lah.
But in the sense of the way they communicate, I think Singaporean is more direct. They tell you how it is compared to Indonesian. I mean, Indonesian is a little bit more, you have to read between the lines a little bit sometimes. It's their way of, in their mind, is being polite, but sometimes you have to, I mean, it's my experience, like you have to like read between the lines a little bit when you're communicating with Indonesian. Just a little bit, yeah.
According to Indonesian friends, my Indonesian friend, Singaporean people speak more straight. Do you feel something like that?
Not really,
Really?
because I think it's just the same like this Malaysian people. Maybe your Indonesian friend, when he or she talks to me and find that I'm a direct person as well, maybe we are the same, Singaporean and Malaysian. I know for a fact that when I was in Korea is not direct. They tend to talk like this to come to a position here, because for them maybe they tend to what they call it, give face, so that when they talk something it doesn't hurt other people feeling. Yeah, maybe. If you compare that, yes, then you can say that Singapore slightly straightforward, direct. Yeah.
I see. That's quite interesting because Korean people are pretty similar to Japanese people. And as you said, we both are not speaking usually very straight. We always move around something before we reach the point.
If you're talking about people, right? Maybe it's a different maybe like culture in Singapore where I think everyone would be minding their own business. I think that would be a nice word. So compared to, let's say, Indonesians are a bit more in tune to what others are doing. So you sometimes get a little bit annoyed that people are nosy with your business, I think, in Indonesia, but then it feels a bit more like family, especially if you are working tightly with someone in your office, you know. So here everyone is a little bit doing their own business and just not really talking unless we really, you know, reach out to them, or maybe like actually wanted to work or collaborate. Yeah.
Basically, generally speaking, maybe you feel Singaporean people are more individualistic compared
That's
to
right.
the Indonesian people.
Mm,
Maybe if you live in Japan, you'd feel the same thing as in Singapore, even more in an extremely way.
Yeah, that's what I heard from Donnie. I think he said that it's very quiet in the train and nobody is really thinking about anyone else's business. Yeah.
And you know, in Singaporean culture, right? I think, and I think this is probably one of the reasons why Singapore has progressed so well as a nation in such a short period. They're very efficient. Everything they do is about efficiency. So the quickest, easiest way to get something done. And the same thing comes to talking. They will look for the quickest, easiest way to convey their ideas. So when you go to order food, for example, don't expect a hi, hello, how are you, good evening. That's not gonna happen. It's straight to the point. What do you want? Cost this much? Thank you. It's and I think it was some things like that that I initially found rude, but it's not about rudeness. I think it's just about a difference in culture. It's about that efficiency. Yeah, they'll skip the niceties. It's about straight to the point. The same thing in work also, for example, I work for a company. I used to work for Singaporean companies in the past, and now I don't work. I work for a multinational right now. So you find that as well. There's a lot more in my current company. There's a lot more about saying hi, hello, finding out how you are before you get down to the actual point of the meeting. Whereas in my previous companies, you skip that entire portion and you jump right into the topics. So it's just a difference of culture. There's nothing else.
And also in the customs and the traditions, they're quite different between Pakistan and Singapore. In Pakistan, people, I'll say, they have more free time. So you can go to them and you can have chat and discussions with them for a very long time. But in Singapore, it is a very busy society. So you need to take time from your friends and your colleagues, and then you can go and do discussion with them about certain topics. So far, the differences are much, but I really enjoy them.
So how was the video? Today, as I said, I focus on one specific point. If Singaporean people are direct or not, or efficient or not, or something like that. It was pretty actually interesting to know about my non-Singaporean friends' insight about Singaporean people. But at some point, I can understand the reason why Singaporean people speak direct, if it is really true. Yeah, of course, it's because Singaporean society and Singaporean maybe education and Singaporean people say things clearly and shortly and efficiently. So that is a very, very interesting insight to me actually. I'm not very sure if you are a Singaporean person, I'm not very sure if you are feeling you are speaking direct or if you are always trying to speak efficient. But anyway, after knowing about the insights from my non-Singaporean friends who have a lot of communication with Singaporean people, can you let me know how you felt about the way you speak, the way you behave when you are communicating with people? Looking forward to receiving a lot of insights from also Singaporean people about the insight of my non-Singaporean friends. It will be very much interesting. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching my video again today. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.